I wish we all possessed the superpower of being financially savvy, no mishaps in our financial decision, nor damn choices. But let's be real, we are as human as can be. That means that we do make mistakes with our money. No matter how hard we work for it, we fall into the same stupid traps every single day. Today we will be looking at some ways people are damn with money. You'll be as surprised as I am that you've probably committed these damn mistakes yourself, but fear not, we are here to rescue you and give you some tips and tricks on how to avoid them. Hello viewers. Stephen here, and I welcome you to this channel where we talk about investing, business and finance. Before we begin, be sure you have subscribed to this channel and smash that like button on this video to support the channel. Thanks for doing that. Now let's begin. Number 9. Free money equals reckless spending. When it's mid-month on a Friday night and you have plans to spend the entire weekend indoors because you're broke. As each of your party friends call you to join them on a night-out adventure, you're adamant to politely decline the invite. Your mission is going on smoothly as you've already declined 3 invites, but as you talk to your work colleague you receive a text. The one you've been waiting for since Monday last week made a bank deposit confirmation from a cousin you borrowed money from to keep yourself afloat for the rest of the month. It's at this point that all logical reason leaves your body and you're overcome by foolishness. You just got free money that has no strict payoff time limits, so you accept the invitation to go out with your colleagues. You believe that there's no harm in a single night out and promise yourself to spend just a small amount from that money. But when you wake up Monday morning, you're filled with regret and despair since you spent a really good amount of that money. You still don't have groceries to last you till the end of the month and your gas is almost out. This is just one of the ways that most of us are damn with money. We treat bonuses, loans and commissions like that's money that you aren't accountable for. In a real sense, it doesn't matter how you come about acquiring money, whether it's a gift or a paycheck, every dollar should be treated with respect and put into good use. Number 8. Living a lifestyle you can't afford. If you consistently watch our videos, then you've heard us speak a lot about this topic. A large percentage of the population is keener to look rich instead of focusing on actually being rich. They buy designer bags, shoes, and even clothes just to look lush, but are struggling in debt because of these purchases. You can't begin to imagine how many people are willing to go into major debt to fit in with their crowd. This spending trend has become so rampant that MasterCard has been on the top of the stock market for a couple of years for the past 16 years. It has realized only profits except the year 2020 alone, which was due to the pandemic. Statistics show that the average credit card debt is as high as $6,000, monthly car payments are at $530, and don't get me started on how much people are spending on dining out, in vacations. Most of these purchases are made on credit because salaries haven't increased that much over the years, and many people still feel the need to keep up with the A-lists. I beg you not to fall into this trap, because you'll be in a never-ending financial rat race for all of your life trying to keep track of your debt payments. Number 7. Investing conservatively in your 20s. The stock market is the biggest pool to make money in 2021, but it's evident that not enough people are investing in it. They have this profound fear of being inexperienced enough, but truth be told, who does? No one has an understanding of the market that they can truly without a doubt predict a market crash, and even when the market does crash, it surely will get back on track in time. If you're under the age of 30, you need to understand that there's great benefit in being in the market over time rather than being on the sidelines. Choose to be smarter than the older generation who were damn enough to forego investments in their 20s. You're not too young to begin learning the tricks and trades of investments. Also, you are by far more flexible than all those old folks you think have much experience. Go big and go wild with your investment portfolio before responsibilities tie you down to only making well thought through investment decisions. If you win, you'll be glad you took the advice. If you lose, you'll be glad you learned a lesson you'll never forget. Number 6. Signing contracts you don't understand. This is by far the dumbest, most common mistake many people fall into, whether it's signing your job contract, loan agreement or mortgage. Many folks don't take the time to fully understand what the terms say. May God save you when you realize much later that you're bound to an unfavorable contract with a nasty owner. Instead of cringing your face at the thought of this, you should start reading through every contract handed to you. No one will crucify you for requesting more time to read through a contract. In any case, if need be, have your lawyer go through it after you have it, or give him a copy and hear what he has to say about it. Ask questions about it so those unclear clauses can be explained to you in a language that you can understand. Only sign the contract when you're 100% satisfied and you've understood every inch of that piece of paper. Number 5. Forgetting to cancel subscriptions. Our emails are filled with spam messages from advertisers begging us to sign up for a free trial on different services. While it's not a crime to try out some of these apps or subscriptions, we forget to unsubscribe to them afterwards. I've been a victim on many occasions where I see an interesting app and try it out only to realize that it's not worth purchasing, but I forget to cancel the subscription because many times the fee is deducted directly from my card. It's a hard purchase to track down unless you religiously read through your bank statement every single month. In a bid to steer clear of this money move, I suggest that you go as far as marking up your calendar with subscriptions that need to be cancelled, or set a reminder in your phone before the free trial timeline runs out. Because being that precise is the only way you and I could save ourselves. Number 4. Investing in something you don't understand. Over a long period, I've learned a few things on my financial journey that have become my principles in life. A good example of one of these principles is, if I don't get it, I don't buy it, or in this case, I don't invest in it. The dumbest thing you can do in your lifetime is investing in something you have zero understanding of. I'm talking of investing in understandable life insurance that a broker is trying hard to sell you. The probability of this type of insurance costing you more without paying you back well enough for your investment is high. And the person who stands to benefit the most when you make such a decision is the broker. Number 3. Dipping into your 401k. There are two major reasons why people feel the need to dip into their retirement savings. Parents see it as a sacrifice to ensure their children graduate debt-free to pay off credit card debt. I can't pick which of these two is the dumbest decision. One could make the first one is almost pathetic. I know that sounds a bit harsh, but let's be real, it is pathetic no matter how bad we want to ensure our kids are debt-free. That cannot come at the cost of your retirement. Your retirement is what will support your children moving forward, as they won't have to worry about providing you with a comfortable lifestyle. I'm not trying to be pessimistic, but I have to put this out there: what happens when you've sacrificed all that only for your kids to drop out? You'll be devastated and depressed because you don't have a safety net. On the other hand, you're living with a dropout who costs you about $10,000. That's money you would have put into good use in the future. You should always remain unemotional when making these tough decisions. Now on to the person who takes out some part of their money to pay off credit card debt. I understand that being in debt is scary and no one wants to be in such a circumstance, but the worst and most foolish way to solve your debt problem is to dip into retirement savings. Firstly, the extra charges from early withdrawals of your retirement fund will cost you heavily, as there are penalties put in place to discourage people from any early withdrawals. Your best option is paying back the credit card debt little by little. Number 2. Indulging in something horrible just because you paid for it. The author of Why People Do Damn Things suggests that humans divide their money into different categories. At the back of everyone's mind is a vivid breakdown of what portion of the money goes into what. A middle-class person can have the categories broken down into utilities, entertainment, food and bills. Each of these has a specified amount which they're intent on ensuring that they break even on, meaning that they get their money's worth from the money they spend. Because of this factor, many people are willing to eat through a plate of horrible food with the justification that they paid X amount of money for it. And since most won't let any money go to waste, even if they got it on sale, finishing that whole bag of stale potato chips that you got at Target for a couple of cents subconsciously means that you did get value for your money, but in the real sense, did you get your money's worth? You didn't enjoy how they tasted or that wacky soap flavor as you swallowed, then why did you put yourself through the torture? It's foolish to think that you can redeem the value of your money. If you can just finish the whole bag of chips, it doesn't matter whether you throw it away or eat it, you'll still have bought something you didn't value or appreciate. It's much better to spend a reasonable amount on fresh quality food or service that you'll enjoy. Number 1. Borrowing money for school then dropping out. Parents. Do not force your kids to go to university, or else you'll be left paying the price when things don't work out. Imagine convincing your child to take on this challenge they are unsure of. You promise them that you'll help pay at least half of their tuition fee for the whole course, but they'll have to take a student loan to top up the rest. Only for them to realize midway that a degree isn't for them, and they'd be better off not going to uni. Worse, they decide to drop out of school and venture into other things. Now you're housing a school dropout who is knee-deep in student loan debt. You're also devastated because you invested heavily into that degree that didn't reach maturity. Both of you are out there looking stupid, cause of making premature, impulsive decisions that cost you heavily financially. Please, if you know your family has invested a chunk load of cash for you to go to school, be prudent and see it all the way through. So, thank you all so much for watching, and before you go, remember to subscribe to the channel, and leave a like for that YouTube algorithm. With that being said, have a great day and see you all in the next one.